Did you know there's a plant sitting in millions of homes right now that ancient cultures believed could literally attract wealth, not just improve your air quality or add to your decor, but a living battery for prosperity that stores abundance the way it stores water in its leaves? Imagine walking past your jade plant every morning and feeling an instant sense of financial possibility, as if the very energy in your home has shifted toward abundance. Sounds a bit mystical, right? But here's the real kicker. Science is now confirming what Feng Shui masters have taught for centuries. And here's the big question. What if your jade plant is doing the exact opposite of what you brought it home to do? What if, instead of attracting wealth, it's silently blocking it? Today, you'll discover the ancient three-step ritual that activates your jade plant's wealth frequency, the one placement mistake that reverses everything, and the scientific proof behind why this plant is far more powerful than you ever imagined. Let's dive into why the jade plant has been revered for over 3,000 years. In Chinese culture, this plant is called Zai Yu Chao, the wealth-attracting plant. Its thick, coin-shaped leaves aren't just beautiful. They're a physical symbol of the spiritual capacity to hold and grow wealth. Ancient merchants placed jade plants at the entrances of their shops, believing the plant's round, lush leaves mirrored the shape of coins, and that like attracts like. But this isn't just folklore. The jade plant, Crassula ovata, uses something called CAM photosynthesis, crassulation acid metabolism. Unlike most plants that open their pores during the day, the jade plant keeps its pores closed in sunlight and opens them at night. It stores carbon dioxide after dark and releases oxygen during the day. Let's dive into what that means for your home. While you sleep, this plant is literally breathing fresh oxygen into your space. It's a nighttime oxygen generator, and in Feng Shui, the hours of darkness are when wealth energy is most receptive. Science and ancient wisdom aligned. Our ritual begins with the cleansing. And this is where most people unknowingly block their plant's power. Dust on your jade plant's leaves isn't just dirt. In spiritual terms, it represents stagnant energy, a kind of spiritual fog that settles over your household and dims the plant's ability to channel prosperity. And scientifically, a layer of dust blocks photosynthesis. Your plant can't absorb light properly, can't produce oxygen, and can't perform the very function you brought it home for. Here's how to do it right. Take a soft cloth and a single drop of olive oil, an ancient symbol of anointing and consecration. Gently wipe each leaf, starting from the stem and moving outward toward the tip. As you clean, visualize your own path to success being cleared of all obstacles. Each leaf you cleanse is like removing a blockage from a river. The water, the wealth energy, begins to flow again. And honestly, does it matter why it works if it feels right? Your plant is healthier, your space is clearer, and your intention is set. Next, we activate the plant's fire. In many traditions, the color red represents vitality, the spark of life, the frequency of action and manifestation. By tying a red ribbon to a branch of your jade plant, you are spiritually plugging in your prosperity tool to the energy of movement and momentum. Imagine that crimson thread as a lightning rod for prosperity. Every time you glance at it, you're reminded that wealth is actively flowing toward you. This isn't just decoration, it's a signal of your intention to thrive. But there's a scientific dimension here too. The jade plant's succulent leaves release water vapor through a process called transpiration. This increases humidity and releases negative ions into your air. The same ions found near waterfalls and after rainstorms, which studies have linked to improved mood, reduced stress, and sharper mental clarity. Better decisions, better finances. The science circles back to the spiritual truth. But here's the big question. There's one placement mistake that can actually reverse this entire ritual's effect, and most jade plant owners make it without knowing. I'll reveal that critical warning in just a moment. Now we plant the seed of prosperity. Take 3 coins. And the number 3 is sacred here. It represents the Trinity of abundance, wisdom, opportunity, and gratitude. 1 coin for the wisdom to recognize opportunities, 1 coin for the courage to act on them, and 1 coin for the gratitude that multiplies everything it touches. Imagine pressing those 3 coins into the soil and feeling the weight of your intentions take root, literally anchoring your prayers to the earth. This creates a physical anchor for your daily focus, turning your jade plant into a living altar for prosperity. From a scientific perspective, placing copper or silver coins in soil introduces trace minerals that can subtly enrich the soil over time. Your plant benefits, your intention benefits. The ritual and the reality are one. But where you place your plant is just as important as the ritual itself. And this is where millions of jade plant owners unknowingly sabotage their own prosperity. According to Feng Shui and ancient energy mapping, the southeast corner of your home is the wealth sector. Placing your jade here aligns its natural frequency with the prosperity flow of your entire house. Southeast receives the morning light, the first energy of each new day, and your jade plant absorbs and amplifies that energy. But be warned, and this is critical, never place your jade plant near a drain, in a bathroom, or beside any water that flows out of your home. In Feng Shui, this symbolizes your blessings washing away before they can take root. The energy enters and immediately drains. And there's a practical reason too. Bathrooms are humid and often lack the bright, indirect light that jade plants need to survive. A struggling, dying plant sends the exact opposite energy of abundance. It sends decline. Place your cleansed, ribboned, coin-anchored jade in the southeast, in bright, indirect light, and watch how the energy of that space transforms. Caring for your jade plant is a ritual in itself, and the way you care for it mirrors how you care for your own prosperity. Place it in bright, indirect light, the same southeast window where Feng Shui directs your wealth energy. Water it sparingly. Remember, this plant stores abundance in its leaves, and overwatering literally drowns its vitality. Let the soil dry completely between waterings. Feed it once a month during spring and summer with a balanced, diluted fertilizer, and rotate it a quarter turn each week so it grows evenly. Symmetry attracts balance, and balance attracts prosperity. And honestly, the way you care for this plant mirrors how you care for your own prosperity. Patience, consistency, and trust in the process. And there you have it. The 3-step wealth ritual for your jade plant, backed by 3,000 years of spiritual tradition and modern plant science. First, we have the cleansing, removing what blocks you. Next, the red ribbon, activating your intention. Last but not least, the Trinity of coins, anchoring your prosperity. Together, they form a sacred combination: clarity, activation, and foundation. Which step resonates most with you? I love hearing from you, so feel free to leave a comment below. And if you're ready to welcome a new season of growth, type abundance in the comments. Let's fill this space with that energy. For more ways to create a greener, more spiritually uplifting home, stay tuned for our next video on the hyssop secret, how this ancient biblical plant can cleanse your home's spiritual atmosphere in ways you never imagined. Subscribe to Enlightenment Gateway if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Stay positive and keep blooming.